Okay, this time, Mitch. Shall we try it?
Okay, let's try it. Welcome to my program, Numbskulls. Tonight I want to tell you about these organs, donated for your education and my amusement. Names as familiar to us as the food contained in our deep freeze. The liver, the lower intestines, the lungs. What have we here? Ah, yes, the spleen. Pretty, yes? Ark.
Okay, so you're anxious to get home. You know, they told me I'd be working with an expert.
Ah, yes, my boy, but did they say in what? Come on, Dave, it's getting damn chilly in here.
Now, hold on. I'll just clear this bag.
Welcome to my program, Nuts.
Mitch! No luck. This one's worse, if anything. And it's like Saturday night at the local without laughs. Have I got you this time? Or what do you think? We give up for now, report back in the morning.
Opening time.
Yeah. I'm damned if I know what it is. I mean, we're picking up something. Must be in the deck. Mitch, thank God. What was... Come in.
Tom, I'm sorry. I came as soon as I heard.
Why the hell didn't you leave an address? There was no way of getting in touch with you.
Well, I didn't know where I'd be, did I? Not till I got there. A walking holiday, remember?
Well, I can't say the country life agrees with you. You look pretty seedy.
Oh, thanks.
So how did you find out? About Julia? The ubiquitous Dr. Martindale, my new boss.
Boss?
He told me he didn't know you.
Look, what is this? Why the quiz?
I just wondered what form of contact you were using these days. Telepathy, perhaps? It's all right. I've had a long discussion with a gentleman called Scott Erskine.
Who?
Martindale's boss. He told me about the dream experiments.
I've never even met the man. But, yeah, I have been working for Dr. Martindale.
So, he did lie to me. And you?
Look, all I know is the work was highly confidential and he was probably being discreet. You know now, Tom. You were going to be told about the experiments, but not beforehand, or you might have put up some kind of mental barrier. Do you see? There was nothing in it.
My wife died.
What's that got to do with it? That was an accident, Tom. Your car crashed.
What do you know about a man called Drexel?
I've never even heard of him. Who's he?
A dabbler in the occult, now disappeared.
Oh, that sounds just. Well, what about this Scott Erskine bloke? I've never come across him.
He runs Department 7.
What are you doing working for them?
Julia's death wasn't an accident. That's why I agreed to work for them.
I see. You were staying in Edinburgh. Look, why don't you carry on? Use my flat.
But aren't you going to be there?
No, I've had a stroke of luck. Been given a grant to tour Austrian and German universities. So I'm going to finish my thesis, with the shades of the great peering over my shoulder.
Well, let's hope you'll have something to teach them.
Look, I'm the brains in the family, remember? You're the suspect one. Writer, romantic, idealist, the dreamer.
That doesn't make me a bad person. I miss her, Mike.
You're a disruptive influence.
Shall I take you back?
No, you won't. It's not every day I get whisked away from my toils. Oh, isn't the air fresh? How are you, Tom?
I'm well.
And how was it this morning with Roy?
Teacher's pet, I think.
You'll come to like him.
Maybe. What about Scott Erskine?
That could prove more difficult.
Really? When do I get to meet him again?
That's what I mean. Another meeting's a bit unlikely.
What?
Unless he arranges it, only then. I've only seen him twice. No, we're answerable to Roy Martindale. Complaints, confessions, and curiosity you take to him.
Curiosity he's not so fond of.
What do you want to know?
Why Julia died?
You were driving the car, Tom. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that to sound the way it did. Do you think this man Drexel had something to do with it?
I'm not sure the wrong person didn't fall victim.
How did I do?
In a block of 25 cards in which there are only 5 different symbols, the expected number of correct guesses is 5. You have guessed an average of 9.75. The odds against your score being due to chance are 7 millions to 1.
That's unusual.
To put it mildly. It didn't seem to matter whether you were using an agent or not. Whether you were in the same room or on different floors.
Maybe I've got X-ray vision.
We're not going to get very far unless you can take this work seriously. Really involve yourself in it.
Like my wife, you mean?
I don't understand.
And my brother.
Has he any complaints? Yes, he was a great help to me. And for him, it meant a little extra work, well paid.
Are all your guinea pig ciphers to you, then, to be fed into your computer?
My connection with them needs to be impersonal.
Was it an impersonal chat you were having with my wife in your car?
I understand your reluctance to trust me, but please try. Julia caught an earlier train that day she arrived in Edinburgh. She wanted to surprise you. She phoned you when she arrived, but you were out. So she phoned me. We had some business to discuss, and there was time before you were due to meet her. Nothing underhand, Tom.
Why should she pretend she just arrived at the station?
Well, I'm not that good a psychiatrist. The female mind still holds some secrets. But at a guess, perhaps she was just wary of your suspicious nature. I deeply regret the fact that she died. Obviously, there are degrees of loss. But please, don't underestimate my respect and regard for Julia, both as a colleague and as a friend. I believe she would have wanted you to help with our work.
She's the only reason I'm here.
Well, shall we say 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, then? You know the experimental unit now. The test I have in mind is more advanced than the Zener cards. More taxing, maybe. More rewarding.
Robbie, you swing round on that camera, please.
Okay, Paul.
Thank you.
Really? Teachers.
I have a funny feeling I'm not going to be of much use to you this morning.
Really? Why do you say that?
General reluctance to participate.
Well, since you don't know yet what I have in mind, I can only assume that your reluctance stems from something outside my knowledge.
I'll tell you. I've a great aversion to secrecy.
Discretion, Tom. This is an experimental investigative unit. When we come up with the facts, truths, then we make our findings known. Today's mysteries, tomorrow's discoveries.
The omega factor.
What?
Something Scott Erskine said. The ultimate potential of the human mind. Trouble is, I find it hard keeping Julia out of mind.
Well, I can understand that. But my sympathies, you've already had those, have boundaries. The rest is up to you.
Well, let's try.
Please watch that screen. Will you tell me which figure took your immediate interest?
The eldest boy.
Very good. You recognize?
The boy grown up.
Not too difficult. Features haven't changed that much. But I don't know whether you chose that particular boy from the first slide because he was very much on my mind, or because the man he grew up to be is lying in a room not 30 feet from here.
So how do you aim to sort that out?
I want to try something that will benefit that man and further my research.
What part do I play?
Think of that man. Transmit the target pictures to him while I record his EEG and cardiograph readings. Let yourself respond to the images and sounds you'll hear. Don't you think it'd be better if you relaxed? Right, Paul, when you're ready.
Who is it?
What?
On the screen, the slide.
Come and see me later. We'll discuss it. Only 10 slides, Tom. The patient, his family, and 8 others of my choosing.
An emotive choice, wouldn't you say?
No, relevant.
I hope your patient thought so.
Yes, my patient. There's no saying who this other one you think you saw might be. Could it have been a distorted image of the original man?
This was a different man.
Your very own paranormal experience?
I'm sorry, I've so much on my mind. This morning's tests were debilitating. I'd wanted to refuse, but... Well, I've been left with the feeling that some of Martindale's tests might be dangerous.
Look, put today behind you.
I'm not in the running for reputation building.
I respect Roy and his aims.
Sorry.
He may appear a little ruthless at times, but there's another side to him. Kind of. He's a great concert goer.
Well, can't be all bad.
Right.
But he hates the movies.
How did you know that?
I asked him out and he said he had to wash his hair. No, he told me.
He's a theatre man.
You're very well informed on his artistic tastes.
Sometimes he likes company.
Ah.
But I like old movies.
What's on?
The film theatre's showing Phantom Lady, 2 houses.
Oh, Franchot Tone and Ella Raines.
Sid Mack directing. You've seen it.
Know it by reputation. I want to.
Which house?
This one?
Why not?
Early this morning, I had a visit from Scott Erskine. It seems that Special Branch had cause to call on him. They've been having some trouble with some new premises they've just moved into. Miles outside the city. A safe port of call for dissidents and deserters.
And the trouble?
Well, at first they suspected betrayal from someone inside, disturbance of records, that sort of thing. Then there was a wave of depression and physical sickness amongst the office staff. Things that they hadn't been able logically to explain, but had been able to cope with.
And why bring us in?
Well, it seems something rather nasty happened while they were testing some electronic equipment in the house. So finally, with one man murdered, another in a cataleptic state, and this They had no choice but to call us in. This is a copy of the original tape found in the house with a breakdown and separation of sound made by their experts.
Welcome to my program, numbskulls. Tonight I want to introduce you to these organs kindly donated for your education and my amusement.
Then they slowed the tape down and got this. Make anything out?
There's a woman's voice. It's French, I think.
Now comes the final transfer. It could, of course, be a hoax. But to what end?
Well, it's possible there's no hoax. Radio transmissions? Maybe the Macs picked something up.
Yeah, a strong possibility. The content? And having heard tapes not too dissimilar.
What, recently?
In recent years, the department's been investigating the alleged phenomena that, on occasions, tapes carry voices from undetected sources.
Voices from space.
I'll let you have Raudive's book. At present, the work has been carried on by Hugo Beckmeister in Germany and Marion Wilburn here in Edinburgh. You've not met her yet, have you?
No. What do you plan to do about these?
Well, I've offered to send a team along to the house to investigate.
Marion's still in Manchester, surely?
Yes, and far too busy. So if you wouldn't mind...
Oh, no, that's not my area.
I didn't know that you were intending to specialize. You'll enjoy it. I'd like you to go along as well, Tom, as part of the team. I'd be interested in the reaction of a sensitive as opposed to the prosaic acceptance of my scientists. No offense, Anne.
None taken, but you mentioned murder.
Yeah. It seems that one of two engineers working there turned on his companion and killed him.
How?
Broke his back. No, it's all right, Tom. The killer's incapacitated, as I said. However, tomorrow I'd like us to visit him. It's all right, Tom. There's safety in numbers. I've chosen two capable technicians to make up the team. They'll be engaged in department work. That's all they need to know. The details I'm keeping private for the present.
Are you paying them danger money?
On top of overtime. I always think that the odd occupational hazard is really one of the perks.
Have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? Or maybe climbing on rainbows, but baby, it goes.
Julia.
Dreams are for those who sleep.
Why, damn it, why?
As a rule, I only see people at church on Sunday evening.
They told me. I couldn't wait till then.
They said you seemed disturbed.
That is very true.
Would you care for a small sherry?
That'd be nice.
It's dry, mind. It'll draw your cheeks together.
Fine.
You know, there's really very little I can do for you.
But...
When there's so much you can do for yourself. Well, not by yourself, not on your own. Not yet.
I don't understand.
Oh, I think you do. You have the gift. Not fully developed, perhaps.
Well, I believe I have some abilities, Mrs. Marshall, but I don't understand. I haven't come to terms with them yet.
You're troubled. I realize that. But if you're worried about your gift, then don't be. Accept it as you accept the ability to breathe God's air.
But that's not why I'm here.
You want to contact someone recently passed over.
Yes.
Tell me something about her.
Her?
Your wife. When did she die?
2 weeks ago. There was an accident, a car crash. I was driving.
Such a violent end. Poor lassie. But it's too early for her. She must be allowed to recover from the shock.
She must.
Don't laugh if the vocabulary is limited. It's just a kind of shorthand, really.
Well, shall I come back?
Give it a bit more time. I'll help you. Let her come to you. She will, in good time. You'll know.
And missing her?
Oh, that'll heal. It's early days yet. Don't think of her as being lost to you forever. She'll always be close to you. You didn't have to see her to know she was in the next room to you, did you? Think of it in that way. Just in the next room.
Thank you. What is it?
You don't feel it now? I thought it was part of your unhappiness. It's stronger than that. Dark, heavy.
What?
Menace. You seem to be in some kind of danger. It's coming closer. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow? Could it be?
I don't know. Were you expecting something?
No, nothing. Thank you for seeing me.
Remember what I said to you, Mr. Crane. Now you take care of yourself now, mind?
Sorry, I know it's late.
It's not that late. Drink?
Thanks.
Whiskey?
Please. I went to see a medium tonight.
You? Going to a spooky wife? I didn't think you went in for that sort of thing.
Well, a genuine one. I wanted to contact Julia.
And?
Nothing. Well, about Julia, that is. Says it's too early. All right, say it.
Look, if you think it's going to help you through this, why
It's
not?
pathetic.
So what did he say?
She told me to be careful. There was danger soon.
She could be right.
At that safe house?
I contacted Marion Wilburn earlier to get a briefing. She knows of the house and its history. It's not very pleasant.
What did she say?
In the early 30s, it was owned by a novelist called Blaine. He was a Nazi sympathizer, so at the outbreak of war, he fled to Berlin.
That's a fair start.
It's only the start. He sold it to someone who formed a cult called the Children of the Golden Light.
I would have thought a house of that size would have been requisitioned by the government.
Very good, it was. Used as some sort of military headquarters. Anyway, after they'd been there some time, a fire broke out for no apparent reason, and 8 men were burned to death.
Might explain the bad vibes.
After the war, the house was restored and the children reformed. Only this time calling themselves followers of the unquestionable divinity.
Good God, how do they think them up?
Under the same leader, Edward Drexel.
You took a long time getting around to that.
Everyone thought they were just harmless eccentrics until one day a young girl was found dead on the premises. And the coppers got a tip-off that the divinity was sought in nasty and debased ways. Drexel claimed thereafter he was hounded by hysterical local prejudice and sinister police harassment. He got away with it, and got away.
After which?
It lay derelict for years until the local authorities got their hands on it, turned it into a home for disturbed youths. But when the youths became even more disturbed and the staff couldn't cope, Marion was called in.
What are her views on the recent happenings?
She thinks we may have more than just voices to contend with.
Did she say what?
Anything from an earthbound spirit to an elemental or even a tulpa.
What the hell's that?
It's a rather nasty thought form said to be capable of leading a semi-independent existence of its own.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm sceptical they even exist, but Marion isn't.
Well, I'm glad I dropped in. That little bedtime story will help my insomnia no end.
I'm sorry, I thought you'd be interested.
Oh, I am. You haven't got a nightlight I could borrow, I suppose.
Are you going straight to the unit in the morning or to the hospital?
What hospital?
To see the guy who...
And broke his friend's back. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll see you there and...
Sleep tight.
Well, he's been on drip feed since admission. And then 2 nights ago, there was an amazing return to normal, a relaxing of his limbs, something our treatment hadn't achieved. And he talked.
About what happened?
No, he seems to have no recollection of that at all.
Do you think his amnesia is genuine?
I think that's more your field than mine, Dr. Martindale.
What did he say?
He asked for some real food, which I was glad of. There's been a marked physical deterioration since admission. So if you know him, be prepared to see a change.
He didn't say anything else, just asked for food.
There was something else. He asked for a pen and paper.
Who did he want to write to?
The world in general, I believe. He's written enough to make me wonder whether his loss of memory might not be a very good act.
Here it is. Doesn't seem to make much sense.
I used to be, and now I am again. How bright. I hated the dark. Live. To live. Did you ask him what he meant by these?
Yes, of course. He says he doesn't know. In fact, he denies writing the last one altogether. And see, if you look, you'll notice their handwriting is not entirely similar.
But somebody saw him write it.
No, we left the pad by him.
He faked it.
It's possible. But why play games?
Well, perhaps Dr. Reynolds and Mr. Crane could see him now, if I could have a look at the complete history first.
Certainly.
Would you come this way, please?
Anne. I've seen him before.
Where?
An experiment I was doing with Martindale.
This can only be a short visit, Doctor. He's very weak.
Mr. McRae? Mitch? I'm Dr. Reynolds. This is my colleague, Mr. Crane. How are you feeling today?
What would you like me to say? Not myself.
At least that would prove you've retained your sense of humor.
What's you here for? I don't remember anything about that damned house.
But you remember being in the house?
I remember a house. Had enough about it.
Now, Mr. McRae, you know we're only trying to help you remember.
Well, it's not important, but if you should happen to remember.
Somebody told me what was supposed to have happened there, then it might help me.
Well, that's why we're here. We want to find out what happened.
I was working there. Maybe I fell off a ladder.
You didn't.
Can you tell us something about these writings? Have you heard the term automatic writing?
Mr. Crane.
Well, you can answer that. It won't be giving away any secrets. Good. Now tell me, Minch, is this some sort of a game, or would you say...
I want to help. I do.
Mr. Crane, please.
Would you all please leave?
Let me bring in the flame bench. Dr. Martindale, I know of you.
Run!
asked you all to leave, I think.
You okay? Live. Which is more than I think can be said for Mitch McRae.
I'm very sure.
Perhaps I'm psychic. And incidentally, he's the man I saw at the end of our experiment.
You sure of that?
Positive. I was telling Anne. Hey. It's all right.
It was his voice. It was his voice. You must have heard it change. I recognized it from the tape.
Have you finished, Andrew?
Upstairs room searched and sealed. Windows closed and shuttered. Threads attached across all doors and windows and sealed with wax.
Thank you. Frank, will you go through the checklist? I'll go check the tapes in the recorder room.
Right, Dr. Reynolds.
Can I help?
No, not just now, thank you.
Chili lamps? Mm-hmm. And electric torches.
Good.
Where's the food? I'll unpack that later, okay? Thermometer's set up down here. I've switched them on upstairs.
Good.
Barograph?
Yep. And the magnetometer. Right, just the cameras. You check the ones in there, and I'll finish off the ones out here.
Right. What?
Sorry.
It's all right.
What would you do without us? Revert rapidly to prayer.
That's it. Infrared film, in case the lights go out. Linked to these electronic sensors. Go off automatically. That's it. Oh, cheer up. Might happen, whatever it is. It's all very hush-hush this time. Are we really up against something, or can't you see?
Yes, it could be dangerous. Martindale should have told you that much. You had much luck with this stuff in the past?
Yeah, there was a house in Glasgow once. It's demolished now. Been rather grand, but it was left empty for a couple of years until some squatters moved in. When one of them cut his throat over the sink, the others moved out. The place ended up as a brothel. And one night, one of the girls got the boot.
Why?
She was proving bad for business. She kept telling her clients that she'd seen the man with two mouths. Eventually got back to us. We paid the madam some money to let us have a look.
Nothing's free these days.
Well, we set up in the kitchen. 2 nights, nothing happened. Then, 3rd night, temperature drops. Cameras went off. And we got something. It's half cloud, half human.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a real achievement. It's the eyes, though. And we caught the eyes. Never seen such, I don't know, hopelessness, I suppose. Misery.
Well, let's hope any visitors we have tonight will be as passive.
I don't mind. I really don't mind. Just as long as we get something.
When you've finished, will you have a look at the tape deck? Just check the whole thing's set up properly.
Right, Dr. Reynolds. Be with you in a sec.
Thanks. Tom? Roy just telephoned.
He's keeping at a safe distance.
Mitch McRae died an hour after we left him.
What of?
They said heart failure.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Why?
It was strange. He seemed to be struggling within himself. And it was then that I saw...
What did you see, Tom?
I don't know, a sort of aura. Something struggling to get out. If he was trying to reach us.
Free now, Dr. Reynolds. What's your problem?
I'll talk to you later. It's the tape. I don't know whether to run it off the battery or use the main.
Oh, we'll have a look at it.
You know, they told me I'd be working with an expert.
Yes, my boy, but did they say in what? Come on, Dave, it's getting down chilly in here.
Now, hold on. I'll just clear this back.
Seems fine. We'll use the batteries. That'll be more reliable. Right, let's run it and see if we get anything.
Tom?
Hey?
Tom, can we test the level?
What?
Say a few words to your listeners.
Oh, what shall I say?
Anything.
Testing, testing. Mary had a little lamb. Is that all right?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't know what you wanted.
Yes, my boy. They say in what? Come on, Dave. It's getting down chilly in here.
You all right?
Do you think Martindale knew about Drexel's connection with this place?
I assume he did.
And why didn't he warn us?
Well, I mean, Mary might have told him recently.
Well, I hope you're right. Because if he knew and he didn't warn us, he's playing bloody dangerous games.
He wouldn't do that.
I'm not so sure.
There's something else?
I've just got this feeling of this house, that room, as if we're being watched.
Dr. Reynolds!
Good.
Sounds perfect. No flaws, no uninvited guests.
Rubber.
Right.
You? Nobody hungry?
Why didn't you bring the food through?
Oh, I unpacked it, didn't I?
Oh, great, thanks. Shall I fetch you something?
No, thanks.
Dr. Reynolds?
I'll nibble something.
Not much else we can do but wait.
something up there.
What? What did you see?
I couldn't feel it. I touched it.
Look what's happened to the food.
Get me out of here!
Take him to the table. I think this is it, Tom.
Well, I better go and take a look. As soon as I've been sent along as the guinea pig.
Hey, be careful.
I'm locked in.
So are we.
There's something here. I can feel it.
Tom, we're picking up something on the tape other than your voice. Can you hear it? Tom, what's wrong?
There's something in my skull. Nothing else. I hear nothing.
Tom, describe what's happening. Can you hear me?
Help me. It's difficult to think. Oh, my thoughts. Losing.
I'm listening.
Something's crowding in. I can feel it. I don't know what I'm going to see. Oh, God. The temperature's dropping too quickly. It's cold. It's freezing. Hurry. You've got to help.
What made you think you could win? Get back. This belongs to me.
In this house. Oh, what happened? I was here many times.
Before.
Oh, God. Let me be!
Right this way. Sight. Where? For God's sake, Tom!
Send me some token that my hope may live, and that my useless thoughts.
Oh, Rose, thou art sick. The invisible worm has found out thy bed, and his dark secret love does thy life destroy.
For God's sake, help me.
Shouldn't we get him to a doctor?
You should have told me when you suspected Drexel was involved.
Yes, well, that was my fault, not Tom's. And Marion did ask me to let you know.
Drexel's days are numbered.
You sound sure?
He's a danger to himself, a little knowledge. There is one you might be interested in, Tom, one photograph. It's quite the most successful of the bunch.
Oh. No. Thanks. It's Julia, isn't it? I remember thinking of her, needing her help.
You called on her?
It was too soon. Her power wasn't strong enough. I had been warned, but at the time I hardly thought of that. No, there was someone else. And I don't know why she should come through.
To help Julia, perhaps?
Well, I've wondered about that. Wondered why. The night Julia died, when I was driving, didn't I tell you? Well, someone appeared in front of the car and I swerved. It was the same girl.
Retribution?
One thing's certain, his abilities are phenomenal. I wouldn't want him to become afraid of his talent.
I think I am.